Man, it's your boy Boss. And I had, in my opinion, the most important show of the year last year. I mean, not last year, yesterday. Stop predetermined outcomes. I went over that. And then I got off the show and said, Boss, you didn't do the most important thing. You didn't talk about how to fight back.
You want answers?
So I got to do a part 2. And this is about turning anger into answers, because the timing is perfect. Listen.
We call it both things. We want continuity, but we also want change. And obviously what we've done, hadn't gotten the job done. We accept that. We accept that our fans can have frustration, that we hadn't gotten that job done. And you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change. So we need to change, but it can have frustration, that we hadn't gotten that job done. And you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change. So we need to change, but at the same time, we've got a lot of things right. And so there's a lot of continuity we want to keep as well. So the combination of continuity, but also change, is why Coach Schottenheimer's our coach.
Boss, how do you know the timing is so right? He literally said the same thing twice. So your anger is on his mind. People got to remember, the fans are the ones that generate the revenue for this business. So for us to believe we don't matter is honestly not even understanding business. We do matter. He literally said it twice. Listen.
Obviously we want to change the narrative. Our narrative is, we hadn't been in a championship game or a Super Bowl in 30 years. And that sits with us, in a hard way. And we know we have to be better. And you can't expect to keep doing the same things over and over and expect a different result.
We're not naive. I know our fans, they're not going to believe, and there's going to be pressure until we get the job done.
It's going to be pressure. Yep, it's going to be pressure. So when you hear him talking like that, he's feeling us. He's feeling our anger. But then if we don't flip that anger to answers, we wasted this opportunity. So y'all sit back, let Boss sit back and cook, and I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, let's go. All right, we finna get it. We finna get it. We finna get it. We getting ready to get it. All right. Let me get to the point on this show. Yeah, so like I said yesterday, we exposed the problems yesterday. I think it was one of the most important shows, because we gotta first talk about the problems if we go talk about how to fix it. Okay. Now, what's funny is things came out today to match what I was saying yesterday. Cause see, I already know when I said yesterday that we team build better than Howie in Philly, I already could hear it. I already heard the laughter. But y'all should know I measure Kool-Aid before I say stuff.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
So I measure Kool-Aid before I say stuff, right? And I made that statement because I looked at Philly and I looked at their Super Bowl rosters. And their Super Bowl rosters really honestly didn't touch the talent level of the Dallas Cowboys. I said that yesterday, and then stuff came out today super confirming exactly what I said. So if you look up, obviously, the news of what happened with Will McClay, right? So Cowboys VP of Player Personnel, Will McClay, agreed to an extension. But if you look at the details of the article, you'll see something that's very interesting. McClay is the highest ranking member of the front office outside of the Jones family. He has run the Cowboys personnel department since 2014 and has played a part in bringing in 15 Pro Bowl players through the draft, the most in the league. The most in the league at that time. 6 players have been named first team All-Pro, which is tied for most with the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens. And I said that yesterday because I was making the case when I did the show that the real problem is the predetermined outcomes. And I was saying how the Dallas Cowboys can truly top the Eagles. So y'all give me literally 3 minutes to just recap fast. I'm gonna do this in record time. I'm gonna even put the timer back up. Yeah, I'm gonna recap everything I said within 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna put the timer back up. So it was the predetermined outcomes. I put the time on myself. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I put the time on myself. All right, so these are the areas to me that's really messing up the Cowboys. Predeterminations with coaches. And we saw that with Mike McCarthy and Kellen, right? And that predetermined marriage was not aligned because Mike was more subject to Kellen than Kellen was subject to Mike. Versus if you looked at Philly, Kellen had to come subject to the leadership of Nick Sirianni. Number 2, predetermined team-friendly deals, where basically because they hardball with their best and they predetermined that they're going to do it this way, they also put themselves in hard situations when it come down to being prepared for the season. I also compared that to Philly. If you look at Philly, they historically signed their most important players in April, right before rookie camp. Then it was the our guys philosophy, which to me is the biggest thing. And the doctrine of if you pick them, you got to play them.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
And that particular predetermined outcome causes what I said, causes entitlement. And all those predetermined outcomes create entitlement and low morale. That's why you can look at this article and say, wait a minute. Y'all able to build teams to have all pros and pro bowlers on the level of Kansas City and the Baltimore Ravens, but your outcomes are not even close. So it's not talent. But every year we focus on talent. Like if they just got better talent. I don't think it's talent. And I said this, and then I'm going to move to the solutions. It's how they treat the free agents. It's the fact that they treat free agents like they're in the way. And I showed this, and I went through this, right, in detail, where we should have kept Amari. We should have went ahead and got Bobby Wagner. We should have kept Evans instead of letting them go over some weed. We should have brought back Gilmore. We should have kept Jordan Phillips. We should have kept Hankins. We should have gave Fowler more reps. If you go look at how the free agents are treated, that's the real issue with the Dallas Cowboys, is that basically they tell Will McClay, build this team with one hand tied behind your back. That's what they do. All right, so that was the problem. And I promised y'all I was going to talk about that in 5 minutes. I kept my promise. Now let's get to today, which is how do we win together? Because that's what it comes down to. What are we going to do about it? What we going to do to turn this anger into answers? That's the key. What are we going to do to turn our anger into answers? Because right now it's important, in my opinion, that we actually speak with respect and real answers. Because again, we got their attention. So when you know that we got their attention, now, okay, let me put it like this. All of us have been in relationships. All of us, right? Some of the worst people to ever have a disagreement with is people that just want to stay angry. Where you are the lady that's trying to say, okay, how we go work this out? How we go move forward? Or you are the guy when you're trying to get this relationship, say, okay, what do we go do to work this out? But the other person just wants to be upset. That's what a lot of us currently as fans are doing. We just want to be upset. So when Steve and them come and say, okay, we can't do the same thing expecting the same results. We can't come with insults where they don't take us serious. See, that's why I don't buy into, oh, Jerry and Steven are stupid. No, they are not stupid. You can't build all these all pros, all these pro bowlers and be football stupid. Thank you, Angie. It's a lose-lose then. If we talk just in anger and don't turn it into answers, we lose this opportunity when they all starting to say, listen, all right, we get it, fans. We get it. We can't do the same thing and expect different results. This is a tone of where we should now be presenting answers. So we're going to talk about how to do it. But this is Steven's tone.
Obviously we want to change the narrative. Our narrative is, we hadn't been in a championship game or a Super Bowl in 30 years. And that sits with us, in a hard way. And we know we have to be better. And you can't expect to keep doing the same things over and over and expect a different result.
We call it both things. We want continuity, but we also want change. And obviously what we've done, hadn't gotten the job done. We accept that. We accept that our fans can have frustration.
Notice he keep bringing up the fans. See, a lot of people think we don't matter. Remember, John Machota came out and he said they get a report either every day or every other day where they are looking at the trends of what we are saying. If you getting in a report every day or every other day, that means what you looking at is important to you. Extremely important to you. How we feel is important to people who want to retain their billions. See, Jerry at one time bought the Cowboys for $150 million. But it was a time where the Dallas Cowboys was just as big as it is now. They was called America's team way before he bought the team. But when he bought it, it was desolate. So it was almost like he saw Rome destroyed. When he bought it, Rome was at the bottom, but he had memories of when Dallas was at its pinnacle. So Jerry is going to always keep in the back of his mind, we still got to manage the fans. We still got to manage the morale. They take our morale serious. Like, a lot of people think, oh, I don't matter. You don't matter. Boss, who you think you are? Chat, who do you, executives, who, they don't care about you. No. Yes, they do. See, now, do they care about boss individually?
Oh, hell no.
But do they care about us as a unit? Because we're the ones, when we are excited, that'll go to the pro shop and spend $100 for a hoodie. But that's when we winning. That's when we feeling good. Then we won't show up to training camp because we don't believe. And they look at that and they say, we got to do something. See, it's a reason why Will McClay was signed way early. His contract didn't expire till after the draft. But they did it now. Oh, I thought deadline make deals. Oh, this time they got way ahead of his deadline. Did they draw it out to the end like they do everything? Did they try to play those games like they tried to do with Mike McCarthy and Dak? Huh? Where they tried to draw them all the way to the end? No. They was like, nah, we got to go ahead and get Will done. We need to stack some optimism. That's why they working hard on these coaches. They working hard, boy. They trying to get it right. They concerned about the messages. He's very clear and concise on a message to us, to the fans. We're going to feel the pressure. We're going to hear the pressure. We're going to continue to hear that 30 years. That's the pressure on us. They are listening.
You know, we're not naive. I know our fans, you know, they're not going to believe, and there's going to be pressure until we get the job done.
So let's get right down to it. Solution one. We need to turn fingers to fists. We need to combine our voices on specific solutions. What do you mean fingers to fists? Remember I said last time, which one is greater, 1 or 5? These are fingers. But when you put them things together, it becomes a weapon. You ain't really, some of y'all heavy-handed enough to knock somebody out with their fingers. But 99% of us, if we get in combat, we coming with that fist. So it's about doing those things. And I'm going to talk about specifically the things we can do to turn our anger into answers. To turn those fingers into a fist. Okay. And we got to take this serious. We got to be organized. We can't just be complainers. We got to be organized. So turning fingers into fists is creating content creative Voltrons. And not even content creators, Voltrons. Hear me out. Also, executives need to be Voltrons. What do you mean? See, if I'm showing my age with this, but Voltron was a cartoon where you had all these different individuals had their own lives, women, men, all kind of things. And they had their own weapons, right? So one of those vehicles, you could say, hear me out. One of those vehicles you could say was Boss Cowboy Sports. Then the other vehicle, you might say, is Law Nation Sports. Then the other vehicle, you would say, is Sadiqa Charles. Then the other vehicle, you would say, is Miss Lockhart. Then the other vehicle, you would say, that's Chris 214. But the problem is when you going up against Jerry and them, us individually is not enough. The only way you can really get their attention is when you combine. When you combine. See, when you combine, and see, this is what the content creators got to do a better job of, and we're going to do it. I promise you that. Not all, but I guarantee you enough of us are going to join forces. Enough of the executives are going to join forces to where we're going to organize our voices around things we actually agree on. Like, for instance, right now, most of us agree on the candidate from, I can't remember his name right quick. Let me look it up. Let me get this right, y'all. Y'all give me a second. Because he one of these new candidates. So that's why I'm kind of blowing his name. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to just use a real example of how we got to do better. And we will. I promise you. We go do. All of us go do better at this. It's talks going on right now about doing this, right? So everybody not go get down with this, but the right people go get down with this. Voltron is going to happen, and Voltron is already happening. So we go talk about that. So one of the things, hold on real quick. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. Now I got it. Clayton. Most of us love Clayton. Based on the research, I saw DMV talk about it. I saw Ron talk about it. I saw a lot of likes on this just on what I sent out. But what's the problem? The problem is you don't turn a finger to a fist until you organize it behind a hashtag. Now listen to me. Unless you organize it into a hashtag, you're not turning that finger into a fist. So Voltron is so important. And we was talking about this today. A bunch of different people. How in the world did we organically come together and beat the dog snot out of Kellen Moore with 1 million impressions and don't run that play again? If we don't get our ideas behind a hashtag and organize, we are not turning the fingers into a fist. So going back to the Kelly Moore campaign, if you look close at that Kelly Moore campaign was all of us. And it was simple. So Martez Wright, I don't know who this is, but some kind of way he saw it, didn't believe in Kelly Moore, and hashtag. So he was a finger, but when he tweeted it out and he added that hashtag no Kelly Moore, it took his thought and turned it into a fist. Same thing with this guy, Eden. I don't know who this guy is, but some kind of way he saw the campaign and even without knowing who he is, we still don't really know. We still don't really know who started the shit. We don't know where it came from, to be honest. We don't have no idea. We just got behind it. That's what happened. And then my boy Darius say, and Voltron killed his enemy by cutting off head. Right. See, you can't go against Jerry and them unless we become a fist. You Boss can't take on Jerry, Steven, and that big old organization of the Dallas Cowboys solo. He gonna need executives. He gonna need people that's a finger, but together we're a fist. That's what's gonna do it. Yeah, but see, it's about how. It's like, boss, you talked about the problem yesterday, but damn, you didn't even talk about how to fix it. You didn't talk about how do we actually put pressure on them, but with specific ideas, not anger, because anger is good. The campaign first started with anger. The anger was fire Jerry. That's getting their attention. But then it got to go from fire Jerry to, okay, now they mentioning us in every press conference. So it's now like, okay, now that we got your attention, let's talk serious solutions. So going back to what I was saying and what I was showing, because the No Kelly Moore campaign was basically the tush push. We all got together and we pushed at the same time and we said all together,
Oh, hell no!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I'm talking about, look at all these people. And I swear I don't know who almost in. Look, and then this person responding to Dan Rogers, it was just like, no Kelly Moore. He said, Kale, no. See, that should have been it right there. Kale, no. See, that's another one that we got behind, my boy Darius. That no Jason Witten. Notice when we come together and we speak with one voice, we see outcomes that we really wasn't expecting. Let's be honest. The way that they was talking about Kelly Moore, it was almost like he was certain. The way that they was talking about Witten, it was a whole lot of people doing content like Witten is getting ready to be on the staff. And we was over here like,
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Oh, hell no!
so that's why, and I got to talk about how, because we got to know, because a lot of people don't know what really hashtagging is about. Hashtagging is about a movement. It's about taking your finger and making it a fist. So like, for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. The running down ball campaign, right? We know what's behind and who was behind the running down ball campaign. That was West Coast. But see, let me tell you what the problem is with the running down ball campaign as a hashtag. Hear me out. The problem with the running down ball campaign as a hashtag is too many other teams that straight stole West Coast idea. Took the whole concept. Philly took the concept. The Chargers took the concept. San Fran took the concept. Run the damn ball became the mantra of a lot of teams that was started by the homie on the West Coast. So if we use hashtag run the damn ball, the problem is you mixing Dallas Cowboy voices with other teams. So when I say we got to be specific and we got to move together, we got to know if I'm saying something on social media, right, about us needing to run the ball more, it need to be run the damn ball Dallas. Because now what we doing is if you click on it, You see all these different people with running the ball. Look, you see Kansas City in there. You see what I'm saying? This is not look, we see Oklahoma Sooners with running that. Everybody named mama stole my homie. Look, you even see a Madden video game with running down ball. You see running down ball with hockey. How? So if the Dallas, look, we finally see one from my boy Lou. Yeah, Angie, they jacked West Coast hard. We finally got a running down ball that's about us. So let's use our common sense. Using running down ball as a hashtag, is that smart? If we trying to take the fingers and become a fist, is that smart? No, it's not. So that's why we talking about the solutions, right? Like, what do we do? So we talked about the content creator Voltrons. So I promise you this is already in the works. Hear me out. And also shout out to Sadiq with Charles. Ooh, I gotta say this about Miss Charles. Ooh, Miss Charles, I love you. Miss Charles started a group and put all the content creators together. I appreciate that, Miss Charles. I appreciate that. She really did. And I appreciate that. Because she took action. See, that's one thing about Miss Charles. You can say this about Miss Sadiqa Charles. She is gonna take action. She gonna send you stuff. She go, boss, look at this. Look at, boss, look at, you know. She put everybody in one group. And everybody would just look at each other like, why we here? Why we here? But she took action. You know what I mean? She took action. So what I did is I called a lot of the content creators and explained what Miss Charles was doing. I said, this is what's going on. This is what Miss Charles is doing. She is trying to form Voltron. And I explained it. I said, that's what's going on. And so then when I explained it, they was like, oh yeah, shit, we down with that. Oh, we down with that. You know? Oh, so basically the next time we have an idea or we discussing, like for instance, Miss Angie came up with the perfect hashtag when we basically saying, leave Brian alone. Let him do his job. She came up with the hashtag let Brian cook. So this is what you go start seeing from the content creators, because I already talked to a lot of them today. And we excited about this. We excited about Voltron in our voices. We excited. And it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. And y'all in this too. You can put Sadiqa in the Voltron. This is not just content creators. This is anybody that wanna add, like Angie did. Angie is a part of the Voltron. It was her idea that we ran with. That's the new mantra for when we trying to tell Jerry, leave Brian alone. See, the next time I send out a tweet where it's obvious that Jerry and them is meddling, guess what it's going to come with? It's going to come with the hashtag let Brian cook. So what you going to start seeing from us as content creators is an organized way to take fingers and make them fists. So if you got a problem with how we're running the ball, it's going to likely be something like hashtag run the damn ball Dallas or run the damn ball Cowboys. We gonna make it clear. We gonna have a list. See, ooh, Chris, ooh. See, it's this type stuff, bro. see, that's Voltron. That right there, that's Voltron right there. You see how beautiful that idea is? Like, hashtags matter. So what you go get from my channel for sure is I'm gonna periodically talk about these hashtags. You got to. It's almost like we the offensive line. How is an offensive line gonna play together if you don't run plays together? So we got to talk about the plays. We got to talk about what do you use when Jerry is meddling? What do you use? Which hashtag do you use when you want us to run the ball? Which hashtag do you use when you want a certain coach over another coach? What hashtag do you use to make our voices come together like Voltron? So like a perfect hashtag to my boy Chris 214. Yeah. And you see how my boy got behind the Darius? I'm all for everything senior high. Let Brian cook. That was Angie. That came from Angie. You know what I mean? Just like during the season, CD Lamb 2 years ago wasn't getting the targets. So guess what? Landlord started hashtag spam CD Lamb. See, Miss Lockhart, look at this. She said, boss, hashtag let the ladies flow. For real. For real. So we got to do a better job, which you go see us do. You go see us do this as content creators. You go see us do this as the community. We talking about the power of us coming together. You go see us organize. Look at this. Look at DP. Look at this. Hashtag no boat trip. So these are the plays that we go run together. These are the plays that we're going to run together. Because we see that they are now starting to kind of say, we can't do the same thing and expect different results. Well, it sounds like we on the 1 yard line. Yeah. So it's like we just got a tush push. Look at it. Y'all going crazy with these hashtags, but y'all go look at it. DC ladies cooking. Now, so we go do a better job of that. That's why I said this show is actually more important than yesterday. Because see, yesterday's show was exposing the problem. Today is how do we fix the problem? How do we fix the problem? How do we turn anger into answers? How do we make a finger become a, how do we make all these different fingers? How do we make it a fist? So another thing, this is a challenge to all of us. And I'm going to be honest, y'all. We got to recruit others to channels. My pastor used to always say, pastors don't get sheep. Sheep get sheep. The only thing the preachers do is preach. But the people that cause growth in any church or religion are the people, the executives. It's Sadiq was saying, you got to go listen to my boy Law. It's Angie saying when she at the grocery store, when she hearing somebody talking about, now hear me out, I'm dead serious. Because I know my boy We will do this. I know Amp does this. Amp will call me, and my boy Blackwell will call me and say, bro, I told 8 people today about your channel. I heard them talking. And they was complaining about something that you explained. And I told them, pull out their phones, subscribe to this guy. We listen, if we want our voices, and I'm talking about all of our voices, we gotta grow. Period. We gotta grow. All of us. Yeah. Even more. Yeah. Yeah. Another dope hashtag. And we go organize these hashtags. I promise you that. And see, Angie say, I do at work. Exactly. See, we talking about what we got to do together. What we got to do together. And I'm telling you, I talk to Wee Woo all the time. My boy Wee Woo. Me and my boy Wee Woo talk almost every day or every other day. If within 3 days, I'm going to talk to Black. I promise you, his name is Blackwell. He go by Wee Woo. We talk. This ain't just content creators. This is about what are we doing together to expand the influence of new media. What do we? It ain't gotta be just me. I know I'm a lot of y'all favorite, but guess what? I'm also not some of y'all favorite, and that's okay. What are you doing to spread and help your favorite? The person that you know is gonna keep it real. The person that you know is not gonna suck up. And like my boy Tyrone Church said, I share everyone. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like I'm saying, what do we gotta do? Because we can't just look at us now, Pastor Taff. Right? We can't. Yes. Look at this, Pastor Taff. Look at this. Them hashtags going crazy. Shepherds don't make sheep. See, that's real. Shepherds don't make sheep. It's the sheep that go out there and say, did y'all hear Pastor Taff's sermon? It's like my heart was burning. Man, here's a CD. You got to listen to this. And then all of a sudden, people just show up. Pastor Taff don't know where they came from. They came from sheep. That's where they came from. So I'm just being honest, y'all. Take this as a challenge. It's not enough to just enjoy content. If you sitting back and you just enjoying content, we appreciate it. But that is not enough. If we really trying to expand, that's why we got to look. Not just now, we got to look years from now. We got to look years from now. We got to say, in 5 years, we got to get Boss Cowboy Sports to 100,000. We got to get Boss Cowboy Sports to 2 million. Because if he got 2 million subscribers, he go be, when he want to, in the NFL Network, speaking the same truths. He go be, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. Vach has never changed. If you go back and listen to Vach from 5 years ago, he the same. If you go just pull up any one of his videos, he still got that do-rag. He still cuss every now and then. He's still funny. He still make his points the way he make his points. But now, guess what? Bo, Vach, can you come on a fan? Bo, can you? Volume? We want you. Now, that's the same dude. Like, he has not changed. He's the same. If you go look at his content, it's almost exactly the same. He ain't changed at all. Still troll his audience. Funny as hell. Like, you'll be listening, you'll be laughing. You'll be like, but this dude. You'll go see a show. Now, he has improved. I'm not saying he hasn't worked on himself. Don't get me wrong. But what's my point? As his numbers grew, his influence grew. Go look at Law from 5 years ago. And then look at Law now. It's different. It's different, right? Now you see Law. Law will be with Irvin. You will see Law doing a show with Clarence like it ain't nothing, right? Yeah. You'll see him talking to coaches like it ain't nothing. What's the difference? His influence grew. His influence grew. So now you'll see Law. You'll turn it on K104 or 97.9 The Beat. Law sitting right there. So we got to look down the line. This ain't about 2025. This is about 2030. We got to recruit. We got to grow. And Boss got to do things also to grow. I got to do things to grow. I know the things I need to do to grow and grow faster and better. I know what I need to do. I need to do my part, and I will do my part. But we also, you know what you getting here. So if you know what you getting here, you got to tell people. You got to hit that share button. Let me show you how to do it. I'm going to show you. See, y'all check this out. This is Boss Channel. This the show I did yesterday. Right? Something that y'all liked. Having good. So you can hit share. Hold on real quick. Right here, you can hit share. And you can pick the platform that you are on the most. So it's a lot of people that's Facebook people. You can literally take what I said, go to Facebook and your favorite group and drop this show in there. And I will say, leave a commentary. So like this. So I just hit Twitter. So now it's already ready to share. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say at Dallas Cowboys. I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again. This video explains how to get over the hump. It is clearly not talent because you are the best at getting the talent. So I'm not insulting the Joneses. You stupid. Y'all not football people. Go sit y'all dumbass. I ain't doing that. I'm giving them credit for what they do well. But I'm also telling them where they can do better. My tone is respectful because I don't know who go read this or who go click on that. I have no idea. So why would I come to them in a disrespectful tone when I want them to take my ideas serious? So then I just post it. Boom. Done. Done. Some of y'all, that's what y'all should do on a consistent basis, especially if you like this content, especially if it's one of them videos that's like, whoo, that boy Boss killed it, or Law killed it, or ooh, my Lord, man, he proved that. God, that boy Okoye just, God, who he explained, boy, that Scott killed. I talked to Scott today. I said, Scott, I said, I'm going to use some of what you said this morning. He said, yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, boss, you ain't got to ask, bro. He said, if it's stat related, just take it and just give me credit. I'm like, yeah, bet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I'm going to do that. When I do the show later with Landlord at 8, I'm going to fully reference something Scott said this morning. I'm going to just take it. And I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to like, this is a clip from Scott. Listen, go in the description. If you click on it, hit the like and subscribe to Sky. Yeah. Yeah. See, when we talking about this, we talking about what do we really do to really turn anger into answers. I'm not interested in no relationship to where you just want to stay mad all day, Cowboy fans. Cowboy Nation, I'm just not interested in that. None of us like them type of relationships. None of us like that. Okay, baby, I know you mad. I know I was late. I know you said you like flowers and romance. I know, baby. What type of romance do you like? I just want to know. You just not gonna do it anyway. You just self. Baby, listen. I know you said you want romance, right? What specifically do you like? I want to know what kind of things. You're just a selfish. That's what Cowboy Nation is right now. Jerry, you just suck. You suck, Jerry. Just die. We ain't gonna be nothing till you die. You just need to leave this earth, and I'm gonna feel better, Jerry, when you dead. You got Steven up here literally saying we can't do the same thing and expect different results. In other words, it's time for us to do something different. This ain't the time to be that. You just selfish. Y'all not football guys. I'm angry. No, what are the tangible things that we're going to do? Like, what are we really going to do to try to change our own destiny? Huh? What are we going to do? That's why this is one of my favorite buttons right here, but I mean this.
If you got to go out, that's how you go out. He took his destiny in his own hands.
What you gonna do to take the destiny in your own hands? What you gonna do?
You gotta snap some collars and let you know you there to take them out anytime you feel like it. You gotta get the ground beneath your feet, partner. Get the wind behind your back and go out in the blaze if you got to.
What you gonna do? What we gonna do? Huh?
If you gotta go out, that's how you go out. He took his destiny in his own hands.
Are we gonna cry? Die, Jerry, just die. It's gonna be worse with Steven and y'all. Steven is asking right now. He said we can't do the same thing. It sounds like we breaking him. It sounds like we breaking him. Listen, he talked about 3 times in a row the same thing.
That we hadn't gotten that job done, and you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change. So we need to change, but at the same time, we've got a lot of things right. And
see, we got to acknowledge that. See, all the people, they dumb. They not good football. They stupid football. No. If you trying to have an intelligent talk, you got to say what's really going on. You can't just talk in anger. You can't just be like, y'all suck at team building. You suck. You sorry. Ah! And then you look up and you say 15 Pro Bowlers, 6 first team All Pros. Only Kansas City and the Ravens have done that in that time span. Sheesh. So when he say, yeah, we did some things right, it start with acknowledging that. It said, yeah, you have. You team build well. You do. Let's acknowledge what you do good. Yes, you do good at getting the guys. Where you mess up is how you treat them and picking draft guys over your free agents. That's where you mess up.
That's the most important thing is if you pick them, you got to use them.
So now we having a real conversation. This is not just anger talking. All right, just a couple of more things. So we talked about the Voltron. Everybody excited for that. Listen, I talked to a lot of people today. I still got to talk to some content creators. And I don't want to offend content creators that I ain't talked to when I say what I'm getting ready to say. The content creators that's go get behind these hashtag campaigns are people that I saw firsthand are willing to fight when it's a bar fight. See, it was a bar fight on that no Kellen Moore. We wasn't even sure if we was gonna win or lose. Let's be honest. Me and Law was saying, bro, I think they finna hire Kellen Moore. We was both saying it. But did Law stop fighting? No. Law was still, but hashtag no Kellen Moore. DMV, hashtag no Kellen. So I'm over here fighting. You know I'm over here going. Y'all know I was going crazy. Right? And I look up and I see my boy Amp got one of them Kellen Moore apologies in the chokehold, right? He over there tapping him out. Then I look over there at Star and she done hit somebody over the head with a bottle. No Kellen Moore. Bow. I'm like, wait. And then I look around and I see a whole lot of people just observing the fight. Sometimes people observe the fight because they didn't even know it was a fight. A lot of people don't know how to use these hashtags, so they probably didn't even recognize the fight. So the first people you go see in these campaigns are gonna be people that we all know willing to fight. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. And then hopefully over time, what's gonna happen is you gonna see a Voltron effect with all of us. It ain't gonna be a few of us, it's gonna be all of us. We gonna already know what to do when we agree on something. We gonna all know exactly what to do. I'm talking about all of us. When we all agree on something, which it happens occasionally. It does happen occasionally. We all agreed when it was time to get rid of Jason Garrett. That was something we greatly agreed on. See, something like that, we gonna know exactly what to do. We go hashtag it. We go figure out what's the perfect hashtag for it. And then we go push the hell out of it. And you go see this from content creators. I'm telling you what the future is getting ready to be. You go see this from content creators, and you go see this from a lot of different people. Not even just content creators. You go see this from people like Sadiqa Charles. You go see this from like Angie. You go see this from D Schiff. You go see this from Gina. You go see this from Amp. You go see this from Wee Woo. And I'm gonna tell you who also go appreciate this. You know who go appreciate this? Us organizing. You know who go appreciate this more than anybody? Jerry and Steven. Because every businessman want to know what his customer thinks. Because sometimes they don't know what the customer is thinking. So like when he put DeMarcus Ware in the Ring of Honor, Jerry admitted that he saw the anger. He said, I saw the anger. Not, I heard the anger. He said, I saw it. Meaning he looking at a report. And he looked at that report. He said, oh, shit. I ain't know they felt like that on Jimmy. And they put him in. So people think, oh, you pissing Jerry off, he's going to get you. No, Jerry and Steven want to know what we think. He wanted to know. He would have hated if he hired Kellen Moore and nobody showed up to training camp. He would have hated that. He would have been like, damn, I thought we was doing the right thing. And then half the fans would have been like, bro, I'm done with them, bro. I'm done with them. They so stupid, bro. Like half the fans would. He wanted to know how we felt. Yeah. That's why we got to do our part. Also, ignore people who drop the soap. You have to. Because I'm going to tell you, people go try to make you feel bad. They go try to shame you. They really are. They go try to shame you when you out there sharing. So if you share with a hashtag, I promise you, because I get this. If I get this, I'm telling you, y'all go get this. So I'm preparing you for it. So like, for instance, this is a good friend of mine that I knew from U of H. Very smart guy on football. Got a decent following. And I'm minding my own damn business. I ain't bothering him at all. Minding my own business. I ain't talking to him. Ain't tag him. I'm having my own conversation. Ain't got nothing to do with him. He's nowhere in this. And I said, just speaking my mind on Twitter, the good news in the multiple coaches openly running from Dallas is that it likely puts pressure to keep Will McClay and to be more aggressive in the offseason. Splash and excitement has to be a goal now. It almost guarantees a top receiver and running back. And I said, it is business. That was my hashtag. It's just business, basically. I was saying the business interest is going to like them, make them be aggressive and sign Will McClay. And that happened. And then I'm minding my own business. And this guy, I don't know who he is, but he chimed in. He said, I will believe it when I see it. FA splash, free agency splash. Today, Steven is bargain bin shopping. And then I said, at least they have pressure. Another playoff appearance would have guaranteed the exact same our guy strategy. And then my boy out of nowhere, pressure. Out of nowhere, he dropped a soap for Jerry. Jerry came in there with his jailhouse jumpsuit and said, I'm Big Jerry. Give me your top bunk, boy. Because I'm so big, your little self don't matter, bend over. You can't put no pressure. Basically, that's what he was saying. So, I waited. You know me. I can be petty. I can be petty. So then, Steven came out and he was like, the pressure from the fans. The pressure from the fans. Let me play that clip in case people didn't hear that clip, because that's probably the most important clip. Check this out.
We're not naive. I know our fans. They're not going to believe, and there's going to be pressure until we get the job done.
I sent that right to him. Sent that right to him. Did he respond?
Oh, hell no.
So, Angie, it makes me wonder, because I'm starting to see a pattern in my alleged homie. I'm starting to see a pattern, and watch out for them people, and I mean this, y'all. Watch out for people who only show up when they disagree with you. Yeah. See, people, like, he got one more time to jump on my Twitter like that, because, see, I say a lot. I ain't saying agree with everything I'm saying, but if you always only showing up when you think I'm wrong, you probably one of them fake homies. And I'm already looking for it. I'm like, bro, if that dude come at me one more time, I don't give a damn how long I know you. I'm gonna block your ass. I'm just keeping it real. So I'm getting y'all ready for it, because see, some of y'all go start working these campaigns. Y'all go say, I believe, boss. I believe me by myself don't matter, but us together, we matter. So you go send out something and somebody go come in like old boy did. So you got to ignore them, because see, people that been on this channel long enough could easily see the influence that we all have when we work together. If you've been on this channel long enough, you've seen direct correlations of things we've been saying on this channel quickly going out. Yeah. And I love what you said, JB. I love what you said. He said these type got bad vibrations. And let me be honest, on certain things I had and can have bad vibrations. I'm being honest about myself. I'm being honest. Like I got to look at me too. Being honest. I got to look at me. And I have looked at me. I've taken some looks at myself. And I said, boss, you're a little bit too confrontational when you can be right, but you insult people too much when you right. Cause even if you right, if you make people feel like shit when you right, why would they listen to you? I had to look at, all of us got to take a look at, we can't ask Jerry and them to take a look at themselves and we don't look at us. And I looked at me. I looked at myself over the last 3 weeks and I said, you know what, boss, you got to do a better job. See, because I saw somebody call me AI boss because I was taking a call and I could tell y'all thought I was finna smash this dude, because I usually smash people. Like when they talking crazy, I usually, but this time I didn't smash him. I said, I just got to do better. I don't agree with him. Let him make it. Just let him make it. It ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal that you don't like Dak. Dak is already guaranteed. Why would I fight with people that don't like Dak? That don't make sense. Like, just let them people don't like Dak. That ain't even my business. It's like, all right, fine. I know because of his contract that we got Dak a minimum of the next 3 years. So it's like, I ain't gotta be Dak's defender now. I more so need to make sure they putting the right things around Dak. So yes, it's true about bad vibrations, but I gotta look at me too. I'm just keeping it real. These are talks I had to have with myself within the last 3 weeks. Like, boss, you can't do that, bro. You can't like, and you can be right, but you make sometimes people not even want to listen to you. Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Just based on how you came across when you was right. So anyway, this is the last bullet, and I'm gonna take some calls. We gotta move together. That's what this whole thing is about. And I use the scripture from the Bible on this one. In 1 Corinthians 14, verse 8, he say, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? So a lot of people never really kind of understood what that meant in the scriptures. And this is where the leaders of this community, we got to do better. We not clear. If we not clear, y'all not gonna be clear. If we don't have clear hashtags, y'all won't. So this is what he was talking about. So if you in battle, I will make the case, especially back in the day, that the horn soldier is more important than the infantry soldier. Huh? How you gonna give a guy with the horn more power than the guy with the gun? Because the guy with the gun don't know what to do unless the guy with the horn tells him what to do. See, you gotta imagine back in the day when soldiers used to fight, soldiers only knew what to do based on the sound they was hearing. So retreat meant dun 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 dun. That mean retreat. Dun 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 dun. That mean y'all winning. Keep fighting. So the horn communicated to all the soldiers what to do. So if we content people don't organize our hashtags, then this whole mission is for nothing. Because we got to be clear. We got to take what Angie has as her hashtag and consistently tell people, this is what you say. This is what you say. When you got a problem with front office meddling, it's hashtag let Brian cook. Now you taking your comment, which is a finger, and you're adding it to the hand. Where you're saying, Jerry, we know y'all look at these reports. Go look at that hand. It's something that's out there that says, it's something that where they keep talking about. I keep seeing something trend out there. Let Brian cook. What is that? Dun 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 dun. Retreat. Or dun 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 dun. Y'all winning. Keep going. So this is listen, we all have to learn how to work as one. That's what this is about. That's what this show is about. That's why this show is way more important than yesterday's show. Like it's important to talk about the problems, but if you don't come up with a good strategy on how to win, I mean, shit, like you just angry. This show is how do we come together like Voltron to win? How do we work together? And I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I talked to just a few content people today. And when I tell you they're excited as hell, I'm talking about they was like, bro, Let's do it. Yes, that's it. We finna tush push. That's what my boy DMV. I think it was DMV. Man, that's the tush push. We finna push together. We on the 1 yard line. Instead of being all these cats with their single vehicles, what if we combine when we getting ready to push out real ideas? What if we Voltron up? Woo! My boy Willie T say, no hero ball. That's why honestly everybody can't do this. Selfish people can't do this. If you selfish, you can't get along. You can't play on a unit. That's why offensive linemen are really low key some of your most or your best football players. It's no glory to be no offensive lineman. Everybody get all the credit for what you do. Real talk. For real. That's why really your most purest form of a football player is your offensive lineman and defensive lineman. They do all the work and get none of the credit. Real talk. What do everybody talk about? They're running back. The running back. Go look at Detroit offensive line and look at them big old holes they was creating. Truck holes. So let me turn on these phones, man. We finna get it. I want to hear from y'all on this. I'm open to ideas. Y'all are going to start seeing organized hashtags. Y'all gonna start seeing it. Okay. So you gonna know exactly what to do depending on what and who you talking about. You gonna know exactly how to take a finger and make it a fist. And we gotta do everything I'm doing now and going forward. And periodically, I'm going to revisit this strategy, because it's just like any football play. When you're trying to get people to play together, you got to keep teaching it over and over. So you gonna probably hear me talk about this once a month. Maybe not this long, but I'm gonna talk about this because that's the only way you gonna get people to play together as one. Because when we 5 years from now have 1 million subscribers in Boss Cowboy Sports, that ain't nothing if we don't know how to play together. That's real talk.
They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Let's go. All right, man. And y'all know I usually don't go live around this time, so I know I ain't got my usual audience, but we got the right ones up in here, right? We will be going live again at 8 o'clock with my boy Landlord. Chris 214, you live. Oh, damn. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, man. So listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mm-hmm. When I first started to watch your channel, and I was like, man, it don't matter, man. They gonna do what they gonna do. They ain't got no effect on these people. They billionaires. They don't listen to us.
Yeah.
But I gave you a chance, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
I
real.
gave you a chance because I still like the content, right?
Yeah.
And I started seeing movement.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's just me being honest. I was like, those voices don't matter, bro. They don't be listening to us, bro.
That's real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, these pigs, bro, like they wolves. We don't, but hey, bro, it really matters. So when you say you excited, I'm excited because I know where this can lead to. I know what this could change. And everything that we're saying, it's free of charge. Twitter is free.
Right.
Sharing is free, bro. Everything is free, bro. Like
Right.
everything, $0 and 0 cents. It's free.
It's free.
So, hey, I'm very excited.
Say, Chris 204,
You know?
how can people try to act like 1 million impressions against Kellen Moore didn't affect them?
Oh, it definitely did.
Come on.
It did, bro.
Because all of us
It
was
did,
saying,
bro.
oh, yeah, they finna hire Kellen. But after 1 million impressions, that stopped. It stopped.
Hey, and see, as plain as that hashtag was, no Kellen Moore, we could have been as creative as hell, but we were just, all right, let's do it. As plain as it was, and now we finna put more of a structure, more of a group.
Yes.
Like, this is a group assignment. We can actually sit down and think of a hashtag, and we can all agree with it, and it's gonna be creative as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on, y'all.
It's exciting, bro.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, they definitely feel our pressure, man.
Yeah.
But that's all I had, bro.
But real quick, before you go, Chris 214, thank you so much for keeping it real, bro. Cause see, you speaking like a lot of people are thinking. You know what I mean? It's some people that's new to this channel. I guarantee they listening. They ain't said nothing in the chat. But this whole time they looking like, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They said it, but they thinking it. You know what I'm saying? So for you to come in and say what you saying, and you not saying that because you like this channel, you saying that because you saw the results of all of us working together. If you stay on this channel and you see the type of stuff we talk about and how it ends up exactly like what we was talking about, you be like, yeah, they listening, bro. No doubt.
Oh yeah.
It's no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now appreciate that, Chris 214. Good call as usual, my brother.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.
And Chris, he added something to the channel too, man. He added something real dope to the channel. Rodney, you live.
Hey boss, it's Rodney.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine. I'm here in New Jersey, as you know. Listen, I love the show. I know I was waiting for part 2. And again, yes, the Joneses, they are listening to new content creators like yourself. Because like you said, even when you did the No Kellen Moore hashtag, and it was even mentioned 3-letter and 4-letter networks, come on.
Right.
You'd be a fool not to see that and everything. Because
right.
Any smart businessman will know anything that can hurt on his return on investment, his bottom dollars, that's going to end up costing him more money to get back to that same level.
Bam.
And that's just business 101.
Business 101.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got even I'm not on Twitter or X, whatever it's called now. Here's a hashtag I think for you and for all you content creators.
All right.
Hashtag let Shoddy be Shoddy.
No, we already got what? It's let Shoddy cook. It's close. It's close.
Okay, well, I like the let Shoddy, but I think if you have it where it says let Shoddy be Shoddy, that really will tell how, even with his mentality, with his philosophy, and with his culture, we will be able to go farther than we have gone before.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, man, because this is the thing about all of these hashtags. We haven't released them yet. You know what I mean? So once we release them, that's it. Because just like what we saw with Run the Damn Ball, West Coast started Run the Damn Ball, but what happened? People took it.
Yeah, I know. Everybody started hijacking it and everything. I even have a camo Run the Damn Ball from West Coast.
You see what I'm saying?
I know when that came out and everything.
Ain't that crazy? Like, and he did. West Coast pioneered how to brand and push a thought. Like, he was the first. Man, West Coast be before his time a lot of times. Just keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Oh,
but
I know. Yeah, I know he is. He's ahead of his time and everything. The only thing I would have wished he would have did is he would have patented that, man.
Yeah, if he would have trademarked it.
time.
Ooh, if he would have trademarked it. Ooh.
If he would have trademarked it, yes, I agree with you. If he would have trademarked that, trust me, he wouldn't have to now to work another day in his life.
For real.
Somebody use.
He would have met everybody who had to pay him for all that merch. All that merch. You know what I mean? But that also mean going forward. That's why I talked about that horn. That's why we got to change it from run the damn ball to run the damn ball Dallas or run the damn ball. So once we come up with it, we go put it out there and we gonna be like, listen, if you got a problem with how we running the ball, use this hashtag. That's gonna take your finger, make it a fist. Okay? Good call, Rodney.
I agree. I agree with you on that there. Yeah. Whether it's hashtag run the damn ball Dallas or run the damn ball Cowboys or whatever way that comes at, we definitely have to be specific about it so nobody can hijack it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Rodney, man. Did you have anything else? I didn't want to rush you.
Other than that, no, I just want to just thank everyone with their sincere thoughts and prayers to my family and everything. I appreciate that. Again, I know that this is a trying time for me, but at the same time, this gives me a little extra therapy away from the hurt. Yeah. But at the same time, you guys are like a second, third family. So hey, it's great.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And for those of y'all don't know, Rodney is the one who lost his mom. So he's putting her to rest Saturday. So thank you for also allowing us to be a place of peace for you. The first person that told me that was Landlord. I swear to God. He said, boss, because I never thought of it like this, but Landlord was the first to tell me. He said, boss, it's way more important than just football. He said, it's people that get peace from what we do. I said, you for real? He said, yeah, boss. He said, I'm certain. He said, never forget that. And so you are proof of that. And I appreciate that, Rodney. And prayers to you.
Oh, thank you.
Prayers to you, my brother.
Thank you, boss. Hey, also, West Coast. Because he always asked me how my mom doing. Because my mom, at times when I was working, and actually during the COVID years, he would sometimes get on the call when I go and get on with West.
Yeah.
Have her in the background. And she I mean, hey, she lived to be 91. God bless her. That's all I got to look forward to.
Beautiful, brother.
As far as,
Beautiful,
all right,
man. All right, Rodney. All right.
The conference has been locked.
A lot of y'all came in the back door, and that's okay. So keep in mind, now we got a lot of y'all up in here. I'm not rushing y'all, but be courteous, please, as we take all these calls as they come in. D-Shift, you live.
Hey, what's good, boss?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, man, shout out. I'm all right, bro. Man, shout out to Rodney, bro. Crazy how the universe works, man. Today actually my mom's heavenly birthday, man. You know, actually on this day I have his calendar on my desk, and it has like Cowboy trivia facts, and like on today, this was the day that the Cowboys beat the Bills for the back-to-back. So man, very, very, very cool, special day. Shout out to Rodney, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro, don't get no better, but you know what I'm saying, if you got some loved ones around you and things you got to be motivated for, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna keep you going.
Yeah, bro.
But man, I put my hashtag in, bro. Quit pimping for tickets, because that's what I don't want right now. And then what I mean, like, it's like almost like, the lady of the night, she ready to change her life. She done found the Lord and she's tired of the abuse, and then, the pimp come back and do what?
Ooh.
They sweet talk you, man.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, they got to sell these tickets. They got to sell these Oxnard packages, you know what I'm saying? And they fresh off what happened last season, off season, So I don't believe you. I don't believe Steve, and I don't believe Jerry. Because even when Steven was talking about, having to do the capital or free agency or whatever, and then Jerry jumped in. Jerry jumped in and was like, but the cap.
Yeah.
You got gotta understand the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Nah,
like,
you right too, Rodney. I mean, I'm sorry. You right, bro. Yeah, you right, bro. D. Because see, Stephen Jones said last year he was gonna get them DTs in here before camp. Did he do it? Nope.
Nah.
To your point. Yeah. It was sweet talking. What you call that a hashtag? Let me write that down.
What I say?
Yeah, what was the hashtag you said?
Quit pimping for tickets.
Pimping for tickets.
Pimping for tickets.
Quit.
Or pimping for tickets. Either way.
Pimping for tickets. I like that. Ooh.
Yeah. They not doing that to us, bro.
That's dirty.
Not this year.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
Not this year. But I appreciate you, boss, man. Man, have a good day, bro. And I'm going to tune in later.
Okay, my brother. That was D Shift, man.
All right, bro.
All right. So, Coach Q, you live.
What's up, boss? How you doing, sir?
How you doing, my brother?
Man, you are killing it back-to-back days, man, with these shows.
Thank you, bro.
Man, one thing that my eyes are on is the free agents. And my thing is, my hashtag is no old shoes. I want new shoes, dog. I love Osa. But we really have to have a discussion. Do you want Osa or Milton Williams?
You said a Milton Williams?
You have to have, yeah, Milton Williams from the...
I know, from the Eagles.
Technique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think he had like 8 or 9 sacks this year.
I might go.
And not only that, boss, but I remember draft day. You love Milton Williams.
Man, loved. Not
I
like,
remember that.
loved.
You know,
you right.
I know. It's,
yeah.
And, you know, he really has developed. So, I mean,
yes,
we really
he
have to have that
has.
discussion.
So you, I see what you said, and I like it. You saying,
because
upgrade
the cost. Yeah. And, you know, the same for running backs. Okay. Do we go with Rico, or do we go with Dobbins, or do we go with Chubb? For that veteran back, I'm not saying not to draft one. I'm saying that veteran back. And so we really have to have a discussion. For me, boss, I want Chubb. If his knee checks out, I want Chubb. I mean, I just do.
I love it.
If it's me. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have that discussion.
Yeah.
Same with nose guards. Do we go with Hankins, who's a free agent, or do we bring back Joseph, or bring back both of them? I mean, we have to have that discussion as fans and not be scared for something new.
That's right.
Or something different.
Right.
Same with wide receiver, dog. Do we, go get Diggs, brother? Do we go get Hopkins? I was surprised how many good wide receivers are out there that you can go get for your number 2.
Right.
At a reasonable price. And I know people gonna say, they might come out to me talking about they old, but they seasoned, they can catch, and they can run routes.
Right. And you know I'm all for the old dudes. I'm cool with that.
Yes.
It's I went through the Eagles yesterday and proved that they had plenty of old dudes who can play. Period. I showed all their Super Bowl rosters. They was full of old dudes.
Right. And then, to me, don't bring back D-Law. You know what I'm saying? Bring Fowler, who's a free agent, or Sweat, who's on the Eagles. He's a free agent. All these D linemen, they give pass rush. So we have to really think about this as Cowboys fans, or even offensive line. Dude, Trey Smith is available. From Kansas City.
Yeah.
You have what's his name? Zoller, who's been an all-pro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just don't sell on Hoffman. You have reasonable guys who's been previous all-pros who are still good now that you can bring in at these key positions.
It's true.
And so that's what my eyes are on for the Cowboys is, okay, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be mad if they don't go and get, I think you call them day one or A-list players.
Right.
But dude, you need to be busy in B and C.
Yeah.
You showed it yesterday, boss. B and C players help you win championships.
That's right.
They do.
Philly on
And
every
so
one of those Super Bowl rosters, every one of them had
loaded.
more role-playing Marshals players than superstars.
And guys, and that's when I say B and C players, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Marshall.
Yeah.
A players are not Marshall. A players are the studs.
They studs.
I'm talking about B and C.
Quality starters.
So, boss, guess what? I'm not gonna be mad at you if you don't spend $25 million on Osa. Well, I better see you take that $25 million, and can I see you break that up into 5 players?
Yeah, I take 5 Marshals.
Yes. Hey, but you talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, it was on 153 The Fan when what's his name was talking about for Dak's $89 million, how Philadelphia had 12 players. I mean, dude, like I'm serious on this. Like, if we're not gonna sign Osa, still spend the money, but take that $25 million, break into 5 players. That $5 million should get you a C player, should get you a B player that can help you win right now. And then guess what? Like you said, boss, then you can truly go into the draft, knowing that all your holes are filled with quality starters, not just a starter. Guess what? Hoffman is a starter.
Mm-hmm.
But I want a quality starter. I want something better than him. Dude, Trey Smith is a beast. I take him all day long. Zeitler been a beast his whole career. So that's as a fan, that's why I'm looking for the Cowboys. If the Cowboys do that, I say okay. They really are trying to push for a championship, but if they go to these D and E free agents that they do all the time, waiting for post June 1st cuts. That's not working for me. That's not working for me.
I'd be shocked if they do that this year, bro. I'd be all the way shocked. Man. I think the Cowboy fans so mad, bro. They already know they gotta do some kind of name. It ain't gonna be a week 1, but I put it like this. I don't think this would be the year that they would have passed on Bobby Wagner. I don't think this would have been the year. Not this year.
Right.
Yeah, they would have got it. But we got a lot of calls, Q.
And the last, no problem. And the last thing, and you might do a show on this. The last thing I was shocked at is if you still pay Dak $89 million and don't restructure him, but restructure other players, you still can come up with $40, $50 million to play. And that's all I got, boss.
Appreciate it, bro. All right. So the rest of these, I don't know who this is. 956, you live.
Hey, what up, boss? This is Joe.
What's up, Joe? Let me lock you in, Joe.
Hey, what's up? My hashtag is stop the favoritism.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I just want to say, look, I've only been on Twitter for about a year, but you taught me how a simple share and a simple hashtag can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you and the new media for that.
Oh, no problem,
Even though I don't have the means to make content right now, a simple share and a simple hashtag has brought it a long way for me. So
right.
I'm happy to be able to contribute to that. But anyway, that's all I got, and keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep watching the show. I'll keep calling in. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys, man. Good call, Joe. And y'all make sure y'all hit them likes before I take my last call, man. Y'all been burning your boy boss on them likes. I had 2 callers just leave. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like, man. Y'all kind of doing your boy bad. All right, let's I done changed my attitude. I ain't fussing at y'all over every little thing no more. 912, you live.
912, what it do, my dude?
Man, it's L.
Yeah, I snuck in. Yeah, I did. This the other line. Don't worry, I'm doing just fine. So, hey, peep this.
I'm listening.
With the theme of the night, knowing you got Landlord coming up next.
Yeah.
The South got something to say, bro.
I can't wait.
With that being said, taking everything that I heard so far, what I'm gathering is another hashtag. pimp. Put it in my pocket. That's what Steven is saying. Put it in my pocket. See, Steven is pimping. He got him socking to his pocket like the stock market, talking about ends and dividends. But what Boss is trying to get y'all to understand is that he's trying to grab his associates and friends so we can win. See, what really happened was he had a revelation from the nation to focus our concentration with one voice and one vibration. So it's time for movement and action, not crying power. One love, y'all stay blessed. Amp out.
Man, that boy L, bro, y'all clap it up. I got. Oh man, that was dope, bro. So listen, y'all. This one of them shows that I had to do because I honestly knew that I didn't do a good job yesterday. I didn't. I will say honestly, I never want to do content like I did yesterday. I did a great job of pointing out the problem. I told them to stop. But that's not enough. Today was about what can we do together to seize the moment that is here. The moment is here. Steven is bleeding out. He's openly admitting and saying over and over that we can't do the same thing and expect a different result. He's saying it over and over. Are we gonna lose this?
Gotten that job done, and you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect something to change. So we need to change, but at the same time, we've got a lot of things right, and so there's a lot of continuity we want to keep as well. So the combination of continuity, but also change, is why Coach Schottenheimer's our coach.
Obviously, we want to change the narrative. Our narrative is. We hadn't been in a championship game or a Super Bowl in 30 years. And that sits with us, in a hard way. And we know we have to be better. And you can't expect to keep doing the same things over and over and expect a different result.
We're not naive. I know our fans, they're not going to believe, and there's going to be pressure until we get the job done.
This is our time, y'all. What we gonna do? Are we gonna take the fingers and become a fist? Are the content creators gonna Voltron? I guarantee you that is going to happen. I guarantee you that. And we will do a great job of organizing these hashtags. I guarantee you that. But will y'all recruit others to the channel? Will y'all take AMP up to 1 million? And when you take me up to 1 million, so that we can have more influence over the nation, will you grow your own voice? Some of y'all need to actually start channels to where you're even more influential. Will you fall for the pressure, or will you ignore the people who drop the soap? The people that's going to try to make you feel like you're wasting your time. Because if you feel like you're doing this by yourself, yeah. Because I always say this to those people that doubt the movement. If you believe that you matter, you right. But if you believe you don't matter, guess what? You right. Lastly, we need to move together. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare to the battle?
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been attraction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go even when it's slow.